Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel. So this is actually our very first video. My name is Jayla. I am a North Carolina property manager with over 10 years of experience, and I'm also the Vice President of Operations and the broker in charge at JW Realty. And today we are bringing you a video on fair housing, particularly exemptions. So before we start, remember that this video is for information only. For legal advice, please talk to an attorney. And we're focusing on federal and North Carolina laws. But other states may have some extra rules, a little bit more razzle dazzle. So make sure if you're not in North Carolina that you check with your local laws. And I'm also going to have the North Carolina brochures listed below or linked for you guys so that you can reference all the information that I'm giving you. So to start, what is fair housing, right? Fair housing laws protect people from discrimination. So it covers things like race, color, national origin, religion, sex, family status, and disability. In 2021, the federal government also said that these laws protect against gender identity, considering it part of a sex-based discrimination. So this just helps ensure that everyone has a chance to find housing, meaning you can't not rent to someone because they have kids or because they identify as a man or a woman or because they're of a certain religion that you may not like. Everyone has to be treated the same. But do these laws apply to all housing transactions? Mostly, yes, they do. But there are a few exceptions. So let's go over those. First, let's talk about small multi-unit buildings. So if you rent out a unit in a building with 4 or fewer units and you or a family member live in one of those units, this is an exemption, meaning a landlord may live in a unit and have 3 other available apartments in that same building. They may say that they don't want to rent out to anyone with kids. Legally, they can do that, right? But they or a family member have to live in that building as a primary residence. That is key. Second, if you rent out a room in a house where you or a family member live, this is also an exception. So it's the same situation, right? Let's say a woman wants to rent some homes or some rooms out of her home, but they only want to rent to other women because that makes them feel more comfortable. They can legally do that. Private clubs can also give housing preferences to their members, so this is another exception. And religious, charitable, and educational institutions run by religious organizations can also give housing preferences to their members, as long as they don't exclude any people from the protected categories that we listed above. So everyone must be allowed into those organizations, but those organizations can give preferences to those members. Lastly, I feel like we all know this one or seen it at least and may not have thought about it, but single-sex dormitories are allowed. So colleges, for example, can have dorms just for men or just for women. I also want to say that I spoke to the Real Estate Commission myself, and if you are a licensed real estate professional, you are held to a higher standard. So while there are exemptions, they do expect brokers to uphold fair housing in all of their business transactions, even personal ones. So let's say you're renting a unit with 4 or less units and you decide as a licensed real estate professional that you don't want to rent out to anyone that has children, or you don't want to rent out to anyone with a certain gender identity. The Real Estate Commission said if they receive a complaint that they will investigate it, and if they find any validity, they will issue a minimum of a letter of warning. And if it continues, that there could be possible disciplinary action against your license. So that is something to keep in mind if you are a licensed real estate professional. To sum it up, fair housing laws cover most housing situations, but there are some exceptions and exemptions. So it's important to know these details regardless of who you are, whether you're renting, you're a landlord, or you're a real estate professional. So I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. And if you have any questions or certain topics that you'd like for us to discuss, then please leave it in the comment below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.